Hi, Jacintha.
Hi.
So, Jacintha, we've spoken about hope and your lovely work that you're doing with HopeWorks Foundation. So, was there a situation in life where you felt that there was less hope, and which you really turned around with hope? So, would you like to share some incident?
Sure, absolutely. I think, when I was about 21, and I was studying my final year, uh, I had an accident and I couldn't write my exams. And I've been always this very good student, gold medalist and topper, and to be in a place where you're not able to write your exams, right? Um, I think to me, I think when you're that young and a very aspirational student, this looks like the end of the world. Like, what are you going to do? What are you going to tell people that you couldn't write your exams, etc. Right? The second thing was the accident also meant that, my doctor said, I'm amazed that you're able to walk with, this is after I think 12 weeks of complete bed rest. They said your spine is injured, and so you couldn't move. Even to turn in the bed, I needed somebody to help me. Uh, I remember going for my checkup post this whole convalescence period and meeting my doctor, and he very gently tried to they of course put me in what is called a brace, like a big belt, which covers you almost literally from the neck to your waist, and then I was made to come down, and the doctor said, if you're unable to walk, let me know. And it was a very gentle way of telling that you might struggle to walk, right? So I remember walking with the help of my family and holding the doctor's hand, and slowly sort of, and he said, I'm just so happy to see you, that you're able to put one foot in front of the other. And I didn't realize that that could have been compromised in the whole process. And later when I came back home, it definitely was a struggle for the next I think almost 3 4 weeks to be able to walk well. I think in fact the first week I was holding the walls and walking, and constantly the doubt would come in your mind as to, is this going to get better? Is this going to be sort of a barrier to the many things you probably wanted to do in life? Also, when you're just 21, you have all types of dreams, right? About having a family, about being able to do your own things. And to be, the constant questions that would come on my mind is all that going to remain a pipe dream? Is this going to sort of am I really going to do the recovery that I wanted to do? And I think during the convalescence period, Rajpreet, I had to have somebody wash me, clean me. It was that's not what you want when you're 21. And I'm just grateful that it was only for those 12 weeks. If it was going to be beyond that, I can't imagine, what toll it would have taken on my mental health, and what it would have sort of done to the quality of life that I probably wanted to lead. So you felt hopeless. There are a couple of things you do when you're young, right? Back yourself up and say, maybe it's going to get better. I had a tremendously loving family, so they were always there. I'm very deeply spiritual, so somewhere I think I draw a lot of strength from there. But I remember one night, I think I was completely sleepless, and I was like, where do you go from here? Kind of stuff. And I think that was the day when I was holding the walls and walking. And my grandfather felt very emotional just looking at me. I mean, just 4 months ago, I was this normal, walking up and down, running person. And here I was holding the wall and walking. And, that night, I think I was a little sleepless because I was trying to figure out what was going on with me and whether this was going to get better. And I remember, on that day telling myself, well, look, worst case, you're not going to be able to walk or walk as well as you'd like to, but the rest of your faculties are okay, right? I'm still articulate, I'm still intelligent, I am going to finish my exams, and so you will end up doing what you aspire to do. Just permit yourself the recovery process. And I think that was the most hopeful conversation I could have had at that time with myself. So very often I think we don't realize how hopeless we feel on many occasions, and the power of conversations that you can have with yourself or with somebody who's trusted and who you can lean on, these things are very important. Yeah. And not just then, sometimes when you're battling like so many things, your work, your home situations and all of those things, sometimes you can feel, am I just doing, like, the too many windows open on your monitor, which one do you close? Unfortunately for a woman, I don't think the choice to close comes as easily, right? You can't shut down the many windows that are open. So you may feel very hopeless and helpless. Again, the idea is, how do you maneuver through that by maybe prioritizing, because there's no choice but to prioritize. You can't have it all. You can have it all over a period of time, but you can't have it all today. So I think these are the things that I'd like to highlight. Yeah.
Thanks so much, Jacintha, for sharing an inspiring incident. And I think you were 21 and you've come a long way. So that really talks about the grit and the tenacity that really and the hope with which you overcame that situation and then worked for so many years and are now paying it forward in so many ways. So it was really, really lovely having you with us today and on day and having this conversation. So thank you so much, and would love to have you once again on the platform and soon. And yes, we would be happy to take it forward with you and discuss if any synergistic things can be done around hope. So really lovely to have you. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Ratri. Wish you and the whole Say Cheese team the very best. May you go to 1 million and beyond very quickly. Thank you.
Thank you. It's a long journey.
It is. It is. Wonderful, though.
Thank you. Thank you.